It's extremely important for us to give our veterans the tools they need to transition into civilian life, and some of that can be in the form of counseling, which the Camaraderie Foundation provides. These are the men and women who have sometimes gone abroad to protect our freedoms, some of them to come back with those invisible wounds. That's extremely important that we provide them counseling and provide them that support system so that they can make an easier transition into civilian life.
I went in straight in after high school. I did Afghanistan, Syria, Iraq, and multiple other places. When I went, I was deployed 48 hours after the towers were hit. I had gotten hurt saving my team. I had gotten called in. They got pinned down, and we were in a pretty bad dogfight is what we call it. And it was raining down on them. Smith, my spotter, we went in to try and save them. We did that successfully, but then me and Smith got into a bad spot where we couldn't get out of. I had gotten hurt through both my legs. I took a round through my stomach, took an RPG round to half the right side of my body. And my guys were doing everything they could to save my life. Those guys never left my side, and I'm alive today for what they've done to help me. You get orders and you do it. It's the way we're trained. We're trained to take out an objective. We're not trained to come home. We're not trained to, okay, now let's process what we just did. When I came stateside, it hit me really hard about 3 years after. I started having nightmares. I started having flashbacks.
I think the power of camaraderie is very significant in that we pair individuals with counselors, therapists, psychologists, psychiatrists who have a background in this field, who have familiarity with working with individuals who've served in the military.
The psychiatrist they tried to get me was a civilian psychiatrist. And I told him, I said, unless you lace the boots that I've walked in and done the things that I've done, we have nothing to talk about because you cannot relate to me. So I got a military one, and I got into a group and opened up.
When we contacted the counselor, he's amazing, but he was just not affordable. But they talked to him, and he is actually the one who knew about camaraderie and linked us up with them.
Yeah, I called Mr. Rubin. And I told him, like, I needed to get in. It was kind of an emergency. I had almost committed suicide. And that was the emergency of us getting in. I was at the end of my rope. And we talked, and I told him my military background and things of that nature. And he set everything up and got me in.
I was amazed. Initially, I thought that it was just going to be him. But then when they extended it, to the family, we felt blessed. It was amazing. You don't find that.
Camaraderie is amazing. In Rangers, we have a saying, Rangers lead the way. Well, camaraderie is leading the way. It's a brotherhood that I have met that I feel a part of outside of the military. The number one killer of a soldier is suicide. When they come back, not getting help. Someone not opening up the doors for them to go down the avenues of getting help. Supporting this organization is much needed.
This is an important mission. We need everyone's help, specifically your financial help, so that those veterans and their families can get the counseling they need. And we're talking about people who served our country, who protected our freedom. So let's dig deep and let's donate to further this very important mission for our veterans and their families.
One person that we can assist could be a life that we can save, that we can take away from the statistics. Camaraderie is just an extension of other programs, other organizations. And if we keep battling this fight together, we will never leave any of our soldiers or family members behind. Those are our veterans. And if we send them out there to do a job for the nation, we have to care for them as well when they come back.